I'm Julie Jones, and I'm here today to share with you some key exercises that you can include that are going to help reduce back, neck, and shoulder pain that are caused by too much time seated and working at your desk and on your computer. So let's start by simply standing and getting ourselves out of that desk posture. We're going to do exercises that put our hip in extension and that strengthen the muscles between our shoulder blades and our back to open up our chest and to activate our core. So stand, feet about hip width apart, soften your knees, pull your belly button in. The very first exercise we're gonna do is just a simple glute contraction. So I just want you to squeeze your buns together and release. Squeeze and release. Now you may wonder why we're doing this. Keep doing it, squeeze and release. When we spend too much time in a seated posture, our glutes go to sleep. And our glutes are the largest muscle group in our body, so we have to reactivate them. Keep going, squeeze and release. Now try and see if you can squeeze the right side, right glute and release, and then the left glute and release. Couple more, right and release, left and release. Okay, relax for a second. So let's go into a row. You're gonna reach your arms out, pull the hands back and into the chest. Really squeeze the shoulder blades together on the back. You wanna squeeze and hold until you feel those muscles start to fatigue. Reach back out. Squeeze again, reach, and squeeze. So we're strengthening the muscles between the shoulder blades in the back, and at the same time, we're opening up the chest and getting ourselves out of that keyboard posture that we all spend so much time in. Go ahead and relax. So next, let's go into a hip swing. For this, I'm gonna find a doorway. And I wanna put my right hand on the doorway. I'm gonna stabilize my body, soft knee on the right leg, and I'm gonna kick my left foot front to back. This puts my hip in extension each time I swing back. We spend all of our day sitting with our hips in flexion. So we wanna do things that put that hip in extension, and then I'll switch sides. So standing on the left leg, kick the right, front to back, front to back. Again, working that hip in extension. Now, here are the two things that we see clients do most often that we want to avoid. When we're going front to back, we want to keep the body still and stable. If you feel yourself leaning forward, if you feel yourself leaning back, we want to avoid that. We also want to avoid the toes going out to the side when we go back. So we're going straight back with that heel, front to back, front to back. Next, let's do a doorway stretch. You're gonna take your right hand, place it on the back of a doorway, and just step forward. This simple stretch opens up the chest, gets a stretch through the pectoral muscle, both areas that get really tight when we spend time working on our computers. To deepen the stretch, you're just gonna continue to step forward. Then we'll wanna do the opposite side. Place the left hand on the back of the doorway, step forward, and again, get that stretch through the chest, that pec muscle that does get so tight when we spend too much time on our keyboard. We're gonna release that, and then we're gonna go to a wall sit. This exercise is a great way to reactivate the glutes, to engage the core, and to open up the chest. So you wanna either be against a wall, or here, I'm on this pillar. I'm gonna just lean back, head, neck, rear end, tailbone against the wall, and I'm gonna walk forward with my feet. Feet are flat into the floor. I wanna press into my heels. Here, I've got my glutes are engaged when I press into the heels. Belly button is pulled in, core is engaged. Shoulders are back against the wall. Head is back against the wall. It's a great way to get a posture reset in with your strength exercise. We want to make sure that we're not pressing down and into the legs with the hands so that we're actually working those legs. By now, if you're doing this with me, should be feeling a little bit of a burn. So we're going to come up out of this wall sit and go to the desk. Hands down on the desk, step back into your high plank, pull the shoulders down and away from the ears, squeeze the shoulder blades together on the back, pull those elbows in nice and tight, pull the belly button up and in. We're gonna use the edge of the desk to do a push-up with a chest opener. So working shoulder mobility, opening up the chest, push up and reach. You're gonna alternate on this one, push up and reach. Now, if this feels easy to you, you could always drop to the edge of your chair or even to your floor. Working strength in the upper body, strength in the core, and mobility in the chest and shoulders. Last but not least, we're gonna drop into a forearm plank. Again, I can use the edge of my desk, I can use my chair, or I can be down and on the floor. I'm gonna shift forward, everything squeezing in toward the center line, pull that belly button up and in. Once we're here, we hold and breathe. Inhale through the nose, exhale. You can start with as little as 15 seconds, move up to 30 seconds, 45 seconds, and then a minute. If you get to a point where you can do a minute easily, that's when you can start adding some plank variations in with this series. So you can see now how just by adding these 7 exercises is a great way to strengthen key muscle groups to prevent back, neck, and shoulder pain that are associated with desk posture.